Hey guys, Desolator Magic here, and I've been meaning to make this video forever, but I've been putting it off and putting it off because it's so messed up and weird. I might as well just put the disclaimer right now. Usually, if I throw up a disclaimer at the beginning, it's completely ironic and like hyperbole and comedy and not meant to be taken seriously. Like, you guys know, if I put up at the beginning of my video a trigger warning, this might trigger you. Yeah, don't take that literally. I mean, it probably actually is true, but I'm saying it as a joke. I mean, you'll probably get triggered by it unless you're my typical viewer, then you won't. But that said, let me put the disclaimer on this. This is disturbing. Like, not even messing around. This is messed up. Like, if you don't like really, honestly, legitimately creepy crap that I'm totally not lying about, not a comedy video whatsoever, you might want to hit the stop button right now. Actually, you know what's weird? YouTube doesn't have a stop button. It only has a pause button. You know why? Because my videos are unstoppable. Also because, like, why would they? Like, what would it do? Anyway, you have been warned. At this point, have fun not sleeping tonight. So you guys remember when I was shooting my video, it was To Catch a Cheater, Chapter 1, Part 1, whatever. Yeah, I know. I'm, like, way overdue for making Part 2. I don't know what the hell I'm waiting for. Most of my camera's at my shop. Anyway, you may recall this particular part. Alright, let's go. You going first? It's just like that. So people are like, oh, I get it. I just saw you shuffle like 15 times or whatever. Clearly a cut isn't needed. He's just rushing for time, and I don't want to delay the game. Well, I've got news for you. Stone always watching, glory bound. Yeah, obviously the more technical people who are watching know that that's a load of crap. You can't just have the audio be corrupt in the middle of the video, because the track, the way the data is written in the track, it wouldn't really allow for that. Not in that format. I mean, it is very technically possible that a very particular type of corruption would happen, but anyway, no, that's not what happened. So what really happened, and this freaks me the hell out, there was, I don't even know how to describe it, something unusual on the audio track. And it's like so loud that if I would have heard it in real life, I would have thought, oops, you know, like if my air conditioner compressor suddenly turns on because I forgot to turn it off before filming, yeah, I'm going to say, oh, crap, okay, you know, cut point, redo what I just said, turn it off, cut it, make another clip, whatever. I mean, seriously, like, listen to how loud this is on the track in a second. There's no way I wouldn't have heard this in real life, but obviously I didn't. Now, with this setup, I wish I was, like, ramping up to make an epic joke and just put in, like, some Chappelle Show reference over the track or something. No. No, this is some creepy crap. This is your last warning to stop watching the video, because, no, I'm not joking. Okay, here's that same clip, completely unedited. Alright, let's go. You going first? Just like that. And then people are like, oh, I get it. We don't have time to cut. I clearly saw... So if you're anything like me when I was listening to it, you probably said, what the hell was that? So here's it again and like slowed down and a bunch of other crap. Just like that. And then people are like, oh, I get it. We don't have time to cut. Just like that. And then people are like, oh, I get it. We don't have time to cut. Just like that. And then people are like, oh, I get it. We don't have time to cut. I mean, clear as day you can hear it. It's pretty loud. And does that not totally sound like a woman sneezing or something like that? I mean, for real, I had to listen to it like 30 more times when I put it into my editing software, and I'm like, what just ruined this take? Like, at first I was kind of pissed, and then I'm like, what was that? What could that possibly have been at that volume level that I didn't think, hey, at the very least, pause and stop talking, or at worst, let's redo the take. Let's take another, you know, shot at this. I don't leave big, loud, obnoxious, interrupting sounds in my videos, obviously, and if I do, I mean, I'd take another take if I know that it's there. So I think it's safe to say that this only showed up when I dropped it into the editing software, so only after real life had happened or whatever. I mean, just listen to it 3 more times and just take note of how clear and loud and like high-pitched and noticeable it actually is. And then people. Now listen to this part, because there's a little bit of a follow-up where it sounds like, I don't know, like a sigh or like another cough or a muffled something. It's hard to make out because I'm talking a little bit more, but it's definitely there, and it's definitely like the same pitch, the same voice, or same source, same frequency, whatever. Get it, we don't have time to get it, we don't have time to get it, we don't have time to... Bro, you add a beat to that, you got like a hip-hop remix going on. Okay, we were both thinking it, I've said it, now we can get past it. So that's why I had to cut out the audio. I mean, it just is what it is. So you guys know that me and the Boo Review, we're like besties, totally. I mean, in that I watch their stuff, they've watched maybe 1/10 of one of my videos, they like my thumbnails, and we left each other one comment one time. Just kidding, I left them like 100 comments because they're awesome. But they debunk all kinds of anything, video, photos, any kind of creepy stuff. And they do it with even less seriousness than I use on this channel. So go check them out, they're pretty awesome. But I'll definitely be sending them this video because this is some weird crap, dude. Now that said, if you're new to my channel, this ain't the first weird thing to happen at my apartment. I don't even remember the order, I barely remember the details, but I do distinctly remember the things that I mentioned in videos here. Now, first of all, let's just go in reverse order here. Several days ago, it was like maybe a day or two, if not the same night, that I actually recorded that, like that actual video. I woke up at like, I don't know, so it was still dark, so 3 or 4 in the morning, something like that, which is very rare for me. I'm usually like, I'm out, I sleep, 8 hours later, hi, I'm back, and I'm not really a morning person anyway. But I was, for some reason, I don't recall having a dream. I don't recall any kind of, oh, I'm half awake, I'm half not, I'm seeing things, you know, because, you know, that happens once in a while. You know, you're like, oh, there's a pink unicorn in my room, and then 3 seconds later, you're like, oh, no, my mind was still in REM mode. And that's like a thing, like, that's a real thing. That's a confirmed psychological thing where your brain keeps generating, like, fantasy images from your imagination after you wake up because it hasn't turned off the part that does that. Yeah, no, this wasn't it because it wasn't specific. I didn't see anything. I didn't see anyone. I wasn't just coming down off some creepy dream. Nothing. I remember waking up. I remember being 100% sure that I woke up because someone was in my apartment. I didn't like hear a noise. I didn't see a person, but I was 100% sure that there was someone in my apartment for some reason. And it wasn't just like, oh, this is weird. I wonder if I was dreaming. I just woke up. I should turn on the light and just see what's up. This is dumb. No, instead I pulled out my pistol, aimed it at, well, my dresser, because everybody knows my dresser is the aggressor. I had no idea that would rhyme until I said it. You guys know me and my dresser. Okay, we have an abusive relationship. But that was pork rinds and melatonin, which will mess you up worse than PCP. That one had an explanation, but I think that I was thinking that people were in my bathroom for some reason. So you know how if you wake up, you're a little fuzzy for a couple seconds, but then like you're good? Even if like something woke you up like a smoke alarm or something, like you're like, what's going on? Okay, I'm good. Like I'm 100%, or well, 90% if you're like me. I'm not a morning person, damn it. Not really a 3 a.m. person either. You know, you shake it off pretty quickly. That's the reason I don't leave my gun loaded. I guarantee you I can find it, pick it up, and fire it in the time it takes me to figure out what the hell is going on and realize I'm awake. So instead, the amount of coordination and force it would take to rack the slide and actually chamber around in my 1911 would probably be, well, hopefully it would be enough time to not put a hole in my wall if I was having a bad dream. Now, you could say that plan's not great because it has proved it, because I totally forgot to actually load around into the chamber. But I remember just like I was scrambling. I was like, oh my God, there's somebody in my apartment. What the hell? What do I do? And I was like, for 1 or 2 seconds, I was like pretending to be asleep. And then I thought, no, I got to deal with this. So I already had the time to like think about tactics and stuff. And I'm like, okay, the gun's right behind me. Okay, grab it, open my eyes, aim. And I don't really need one in the chamber because I don't really want to fire at something that's probably not there. In fact, at that point, I was like, is it really there? Like, because I'm right now in the last 2 seconds, I'm not hearing anything or seeing anything. I mean, technically, I still have my eyes closed. And then I reach for the light because it turns out pointing a gun at the dark doesn't make it not dark. Like I said, not 100%, but not 30%. Turned on my light, nothing there, nothing moving, nothing, no, you know, electronics, nothing fell, nothing out of place, no animals, nothing, just absolutely nothing. So why the hell did I wake up with just a feeling where I was 100% sure somebody was there, but nothing to go along with it? No dream, no picture, no like distinct, I remember somebody hearing something. It's just, oh my God, somebody's here. I don't think that you can just dream feelings. It usually has a storyline or a sequence of events. So that was weird, and I don't think I've ever had that happen before. I don't know. Theoretically, it could all be in my head, but it just seems so weird and out of place. So, quite a while ago, you guys might remember this if you've been a subscriber long enough. I mean, this probably goes back to 10,000 subs or less. This is a while ago. Without getting too detailed into the structure of my apartment and everything, for privacy reasons, obviously, I can very distinctly hear it when my neighbor right next to me opens their patio door. The wall kind of touches because it's like an outside wall, you know, and so if they open the patio door, I can hear the sliding. I can practically feel it. And the walls are pretty thick. I can barely hear anything else except for high, you know, sub-frequencies, like high-powered, you know, somebody with a sound system, basically. AKA that obnoxious lady that lived there when I moved in a couple years ago, and then she got evicted, thank God. Seriously, it was like 4 hours straight of jungle drum music. Just the same track on a loop, like jungle drums. Yeah, she had to go, and, I mean, I'm not one to make, you know, waves and cause problems and file complaints about every little thing, but it was so damn annoying I called that thing in. I think she got evicted for actually not paying her rent. Or maybe she died in the apartment. I mean, this apartment never has anybody move in and out, not usually. It's like so cheap that people, you know, hang on to it. But they have a very zero tolerance policy for not paying rent, though. But I've gone through about 5 neighbors in not a long amount of time. So that's weird. Why is it always the one next to me? I don't make noise. I don't play music. I'm never even here, technically. I mean, it's 12:15 and I'm somewhat loudly recording a video, but I don't think my voice is low enough to just be booming through the wall. Anyway, it was weird as hell because I heard the patio door open, and I think it was like winter, and I'm like, what's going on? So I'm thinking, okay, why? And I could have sworn that I heard footsteps or something out there, but that's odd. I don't think I would because it's like concrete. If it was really creaky wood, that's one thing. So I might have been imagining that, just filling in the gaps. Your brain does that. Can you tell I'm highly skeptical of everything? But it turns out nobody lived there at the time. And also, it was like at night. It was like 10 or 11 at night. So I'm thinking, like, I guess if somebody smoked or something, but it's a non-smoking apartment, I do believe, or at least nobody who smoked moved in there. Actually, if it was a non-smoking apartment, you would smoke out on the patio, whatever. The point is nobody lived there, so who the hell opened it? And it was clear as day. Like, it was like, swoosh. I'm like, okay, my neighbor's opening the patio door, except they don't exist, and it's 11 at night. What the hell? I think that was when, like, I wasn't even sitting at my desk. I was, like, getting ready to get in the shower or something, or coming out of the shower or something. At least I was wearing something. And I just flipped all the lights off because I'm like, I wonder if they're out there and I could see them, because we can kind of see each other from our patios, and technically they could climb over to mine. It wouldn't be real friendly, but honestly I could do it in about 4 seconds, and I'm not that athletic. So I'm thinking, okay, is this idiot gonna try to, you know, break into my place or something stupid? Like, I had all the lights off, I think, even in the first place. So could have sworn I saw somebody out there. It was really dark, really hard to see. I think it was overcast or no moon or something. But I thought I saw something moving out there. I'm like, what the hell? So grab the shotgun. Yeah, I have a shotgun on my dresser and a pistol on the back of my bed. I got a 22 next to my table. On the AR-15's at the shop at the moment. Got a baseball bat too, though, because that's fun. I got 3 tasers now. I got Dragon Fire pepper spray. Moral of the story is don't break in. My apartment's like 400 square feet. That's like 1 weapon every 50 square feet. That's like every 10 feet linear diagonally. Oh my god, if you start counting like knives and stuff and swords, oh my god. But luckily, nobody was stupid enough to break in. They either saw me or they didn't exist and it was a ghost, or I was imagining it, or I don't know. That's why I'm saying it in this video. It was weird as crap. Now, there's another time, and this I saved the best for last. So, quite a while ago, long time ago, I mean, we're talking, I think it was literally the 5,000 subscribers special Q&A. I think it was like that exact video. So, what, a year and a half ago, a year ago, something like that? In fact, you could probably find the video if you want to sort through my 811 videos. I don't, but I had said in the video, I stopped and I'm like, dude, guys, this is weird, but I swear to God, I heard somebody behind me say my name. And I ended up cutting out the part right before that, because in the playback, you could kind of hear it. Now, this was without the best microphone amplifications before I got better equipment, but I don't know. I thought I was hallucinating. I thought I was just hearing things. I don't think anything in my apartment moving or creaking could make a sound similar to my name, particularly. Like, if your name's Steve, okay, half your furniture probably says Steve when you accidentally bump into it. I mean, just some squeaky little, you know, with the E sound in the middle. Yeah. My name's not Steve, unfortunately. My name's Jeff. Just kidding. That meme's dead. Also, my name's not Jeff. By the way, on the dink meme scale, that's like 8 out of 10. That meme's hilarious. But anyway, when I played that back, dude, I was like, damn, Daniel. Also not my name. Also great meme. Just kidding. That one sucked. I hated it. Screw you, Daniel. You do dress nice, though, Daniel. I gotta give you that. Nice Vans. But, you know, I'm used to weird crap happening once in a while. I mean, you live long enough, you have some unexplained stuff happen. The weirdest would probably be, and I already told this story, at my parents' house, it was the second night that we lived there after it was built. A glass sheet, just like a 2x1 sheet of glass that was like a shelf way above the door. So we're talking 10 feet off the ground. Totally bracketed in, all that, just sitting on these, you know, little thingies. Hard to explain. Anyway, you would have to jump up with a baseball bat and bonk it to get it off the holders. Well, it decided to just jump off and fall about, let's see, to hit me in the head, what would it be? Probably about, I mean, that had to have been 4 feet to fall and about 6 feet to jump over to get to me. Now, let's see, rise over run, what would the slope be? Who cares? It can't do that. What the hell would project it off the wall and hit me in the back of the head? Or like shoulder or something, I don't know, it wasn't sharp, it was blunted, you know. And then it hit the ground and just shattered. So weird. I mean, it's not that weird because it's like, oh, we just built the house. We just put that shelf up like the day before and now it fell. Except, how did it make it 6 feet horizontally and 4 feet down? And what propelled it? I mean, there has to be a source of energy to move a, we'll say 4 pound, or maybe like 2 pound glass plate. I mean, it ain't light. I mean, piece of paper goes flying off of your dresser, okay, whatever, you know, but a plate of glass, those don't just get up and jump somewhere. So that was weird as hell, dude. I got some other stories, but you're probably freaked out enough. But as far as my apartment goes, that's about it. Don't recall anything else happening. So 2 weird EVPs, creepy neighbors and sounds and crap. And I don't know, not a whole lot else. So I think with how long I've been living here and how perceptive I am, I got really good vision. I have really poor hearing, unfortunately. But between that and, you know, everything else, no consistency. It's just random. You can technically explain it. I have a theory, and I might try it in a follow-up video about what made that sound. Because there's only one source that it could be, and I think it's the equipment's fault. We'll just put it that way for now. It's basically sounding like something it isn't because of the way that the mic is structured. Well, hopefully you guys aren't too freaked out. No, I'm not. I'm skeptical. Lack of sleep, caffeine, melatonin. You can see and hear all kinds of stuff. You can even think all kinds of stuff, and that pretty much explains everything except for the EVPs. So I'm going to go back to watching the third Ring sequel, which I so intelligently rented off of Redbox, and then I'm going to go to bed. Awesome. None of this is anywhere near as scary as the launch of Our Devastation, though, so I will see you guys next video.